In the winter of 2010, the world's most elite nuclear scientists completely lost their minds. Deep beneath the desert in Natanz, Iran, 70 feet of solid concrete shielded a multi-billion-dollar uranium enrichment facility from conventional military airstrikes. The entire installation was protected by an AIR gap, meaning its industrial control networks were entirely, permanently disconnected from the global internet. It was mathematically impossible to hack. Inside the control room, everything looked peaceful. The telemetry data was flawless. The security screens showed zero errors. Yet, right in front of the engineers' eyes, their machines were violently screaming. Massive aluminum centrifuges, spinning at the speed of sound, were tearing themselves off their concrete foundations, violently breaking into radioactive scrap metal. The scientists blamed human error. They blamed bad parts. They fired their own staff. They had no idea they were trapped inside a psychological mirror world, and that 500 kilobytes of invisible code had already rewritten their physical reality. To destroy an underground fortress without dropping a single bomb, you have to weaponize a system's own design rules against it. Because the facility was completely air-gapped, a digital attack couldn't enter through an external network fiber cable. It had to be carried. An anonymous intelligence operation engineered a highly specific, autonomous cyber weapon known as Stuxnet. It wasn't designed to steal credit cards or crash website servers. It was a weapon containing 4 zero-day vulnerabilities, unpatched security flaws worth millions on the black market. The code lay completely dormant on everyday laptops, traveling silently from device to device in the outside world, doing absolutely nothing. Until a covert intelligence operative, working deep undercover, bypassed the armed military checkpoints and slipped through the secure airlock. Moving completely undetected within the facility, they executed the mission, plugging an infected USB drive directly into a secure, isolated terminal. The virus completely ignored the computers. It was hunting for something physical. It searched specifically for a tiny piece of industrial equipment. The Siemens S7 programmable logic controllers, the precise microcomputers responsible for regulating the physical rotational speed of the nuclear centrifuges. The threshold had been crossed. The trap was sprung. Once inside the system, the code didn't trigger a sudden explosion. It played a much more sinister, psychological game. Nuclear centrifuges must spin at an incredibly precise, constant speed, exactly 1,064 Hertz, to enrich uranium safely. A fraction of a variance can cause catastrophic mechanical failure. The worm silently hijacked the controllers and forced the centrifuges to spin dangerously fast, up to 1,410 Hertz, for exactly 15 minutes. Then, it ordered them to slow down to a crawl. Over weeks, these violent, alternating harmonic vibrations physically tore the high-grade aluminum rotors apart from the inside out. But the true genius of the operation was the gaslight. While the machines were actively self-destructing on the floor, Stuxnet executed a replay attack. It intercepted the data going to the control room screens and fed the engineers pre-recorded, completely normal safety metrics from days prior. The monitors displayed absolute perfection, while feet away, nearly 1,000 centrifuges were turning into a graveyard of twisted metal. By the time the Iranian team realized their facility was compromised, a third of their nuclear infrastructure had been systematically wiped out. Without a single casualty, the operation had set their entire program back by years. But a weapon built out of pure code cannot be permanently contained by physical concrete walls. In late 2010, an infected engineer connected his work laptop back to the open internet. Stuxnet did exactly what it was programmed to do. It replicated. The worm escaped the facility and aggressively spread across the globe, infecting over 100,000 servers from India to the United States. Because it was coated with surgical precision, it only triggered its destructive payload when it detected that exact, highly specific Siemens configuration in Iran. To the rest of the world, it was harmless data.